think I can turn this one. Can I? At least in terms of audio. I do apologize if the audio gets mixed up.
Sir.
Dude, I really like the animation on this. And I'm probably going to go a little bit more on detail on what I think about certain things. But that's just gonna be like after that. Also, sort of the effects. That's something that I have on my browser, and I just never bothered to change.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
Not gonna lie, I thought
My
she
office.
was Rosemary for a second.
Coming.
There we go.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
I gotta say, I really like the how good the visuals are. Because it looks really nice, and that looks like the police station, if I'm not mistaken.
They're coming. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Okay. So, I guess just trying to add my little input on this. That's actually next year? Holy cow! I actually didn't realize it was that soon. That's wild. Okay, so starting with this, what's a good shot? Like, for example, this. This is an individual was discovered in an abandoned government office. Preliminary analysis suggests that this is maybe Link. This is going to be the scariest one yet. I don't think it's going to be that scary though. I could be wrong though. That's just me. I do gotta say I really appreciate her showing up into this. You mentioned this was potentially Rosemary. My thought process at the time when I saw this, because I didn't look at the badge nor at the FBI like logo on the paper, so my thought process was, oh, this is going to be the same girl as what's the name of for this girl from Resident Evil 7, Zoe. My thought process was, oh, this is Zoe. Like maybe she just dyed her hair blonde or like ash gray. I don't know what's like the exact color. I thought she was Rosemary for a second. That could be a possibility, you know, because for this from this angle, it doesn't really give too much of impression of who exactly she is, or how much time it has passed. So like the guess could just be thrown out of the window and be like, oh, this just can be like, what's the name of the Berkeley girl from Resident Evil 2? You could probably say, oh, this is her, as an example, right? But once it gets to show her badge, I was like, okay, this is not who I think it was, because if I believe it was Resident Evil 8, where they essentially said Zoe became a reporter in order to dig information regarding the Megamist. So that kind of went out of the window.
If this is about the... Be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. A good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
Regarding... I think it was about... Yeah.
Her eyes on the crime scene.
I want to say around
The
this
Redwood
time
Hotel.
when it starts like showing glimpses of the past, it kind of gives an or potentially present. It makes me think of more of a past regarding like potentially her mother, because again,
that's where your mother was murdered.
because in that specific line where he says, "I know this is where your mother got murdered," it just kind of gives like a notch back on Resident Evil Outbreak files. Outbreak file was essentially their first attempt as a co-op online game that allows what's the word, players to play Resident Evil online. Basically, it was before like the whole Outbreak shebang, Outbreak Ops, whatever it was called. Yeah, and it was more like horror focus. So my thought process, I'm pretty sure that was the mom. And this guy, I believe I've seen something around the lines of him being, I don't remember the exact name, but I believe it was like Brian or something like that. Which if I'm not mistaken, they were referring to like the original creator of the Megamist, alongside Mother Miranda. Because you gotta remember, Resident Evil essentially started with 0, where everything essentially was fabricated by one person. Wesker just became the main villain of like probably like half the story, like half the franchise. So there's that. Just the sole fact that we're getting potentially the main creator back into the story just kind of makes me feel a little bit amused. Just my opinion. And I can't really say much about this on how she exactly got trapped on that, so you know, that's just my personal thought. The missing posters kind of makes me think that people has been like snatched or kidnapped. Yeah, that's a possibility. That aspect of this shot makes me think this shot alongside this shot makes me think that we're going back to Raccoon City, and the main reason why I'm assuming that's the case is one, the giant crate. Where's the other one? This shot of the police station, and I believe it was this one of the Raccoon City Police. It literally says right here. Now that I think about it, Raccoon Police. So like essentially we're going back to like back on the regional where everything started, kind of like a wraparound situation of how everything started, back to the wraparound situation where back to like where everything started. Sorry for the long explanation. And where was it?
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
So like those three voices, I'm thinking is either I know for a fact at least one of them is Chris Redfield. I believe it was this
Same
one.
shit I've seen.
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
That one.
We need to keep our voices.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to.
For the first male voice, I'm assuming is either what's his name, Leon, or potentially somebody different. Because Leon is probably the only two male characters that I know within the game that have some sort of semblance or relevance on the story of the franchise. You can argue that it might be Ethan, but if I'm not mistaken, Ethan was completely done by 8. So who knows? It will be interesting if there was like an Easter egg about that, on how the Winters have like some sort of like breakthrough or like something around those lines.
To keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same?
And the film of boys, potentially guessing maybe 3 different characters. I'm either thinking Jill. I don't want to say Rebecca might be one of them. And the last one. This is not Persona 3 Riddle, big man. Yeah, I used. I know. I used to start talking about this, and then I used to start like playing this. So that's on me. One thing I'm hoping for the Resident Evil franchise is allergic to a happy ending. Probably not going to happen. But come on, R8 and the others just give us one happy ending. Capcom. He was playing but Placid. Yeah, I was playing Resident Evil. Persona 3. I have it open on the other window. Cause I was gonna wrap it up, but since it was like almost at the end of the stream, I was like, you know what? Let's play this off. Let's see how it is. And so that's why essentially we are analyzing this. But I was going to wrap up the stream either way, so that's why, you know. So yeah, I do apologize for that. Yeah. What was one was saying?
Shit, I've seen.
And
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
wait, is that supposed to be what's her name? Was it Emma? I don't remember. Or maybe the bakers, no bakers, the I want to say Bakersfield. I don't think that's the name of it. I don't remember the name. And not this shot, but this shot specifically makes me think that the police station is open once again. But instead of using it as a police station, it's used as some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Some sort of psychiatric house. No, one of those like fun houses. I don't know what's the name of it. But for people that are like that aren't well mentally. And yeah, that's my whole, like, I guess my whole analysis about it. There isn't much that I can use this as a point of interest, you know. I got one. So yeah. Anyways, I think this is a good stopping point to wrap up the stream for tonight. I was going to do that like like a good minute ago, like probably like 10 minutes ago. So if anything, I'm probably just going to cut this portion of the stream. That's just me, you know. I already got the chills. The monsters looking back are scary. Yeah, they look really nice. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I'm noticing that there is also Silent Hill F, and that also looks kind of fun. So we're gonna be checking that out at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna be like a trailer breakdown or like, oh, look at this looks so cool type of thing, but you know, it might happen at some point. Anyways, thank you so much for being here tonight. I do want to say thank you to I my glasses. Great. Lion Bro, Carl Cooney, Looped, and I think that's about it. Yeah. For being here tonight, even if it's just a briefly or just, you know, for a while. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful, great day, night, or evening, depending where you're watching this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah. Anyways, have a good one. Have a beautiful night. And bye-bye.